How do you know if you need an estate plan? Do you have to have a certain amount of stuff, a certain amount of money, a certain amount of property in order to need a will or a trust? My name is Michael Pevney, and I'm an estate planning lawyer. That means I create estate plans for families. I practice in California. I'm based in Orange County, but I practice all over the state. You can set up a time to meet with me for free by going to ocestateplanlawyer.com. So, who needs an estate plan? I pretty firmly believe that every adult, anybody that's over 18, needs some sort of at least basic estate plan in place. And so what am I talking about when I'm talking about a basic estate plan? So an estate plan is not just a will or a trust. Certainly there is a will and a trust, and for most of my clients, I create a trust, but there are also other documents in place. Everybody, every adult needs in place some sort of a power of attorney document. That means if something happens to you, if you are in the hospital, if you get hit by that proverbial truck, somebody is there, you have appointed somebody, you've nominated somebody that can make financial decisions for you when you're unable to do that. Also in California, there is a healthcare document called an Advance Healthcare Directive, and every adult needs in place an Advance Healthcare Directive. And this does a couple of things. The first thing it does is it tells medical professionals ahead of time what you want your end-of-life decisions to be. Do you basically want the plug pulled, or do you want your life prolonged for as long as possible? Another thing that an Advance Healthcare Directive does is it nominates somebody to make healthcare decisions for you. So while you're alive, these are two estate planning documents that are in effect: the Advanced Healthcare Directive and the Financial Power of Attorney. You tell people ahead of time what you want your end-of-life decisions to be, you nominate someone to make healthcare decisions for you, and you nominate somebody to make financial decisions for you when you cannot. And then everybody needs a basic will. Essentially says what you want to happen to your stuff. Little as it may be, you might not own a home, maybe you have some retirement accounts, maybe you have some bank accounts. You basically put in there who you want things to go to. And that is a very, very basic estate plan. When you get married, or if you have children, or if you own a home, then it's probably time to start thinking about a little bit more of an extensive estate plan. I practice in the state of California, where probate is very involved. It's very expensive and it takes a lot of time. And so for that reason, most of my clients, I create for them a trust, a revocable living trust instead of a will, for the very specific reason that it avoids the time and the cost and the hassle of probate. And when we put a home inside of a trust, it won't have to go through probate, and it passes along to who you want your beneficiaries to be, and it passes property along to them in a much more responsible way. So once you amass some more assets and maybe own a home, maybe have some kids, then it's time to start thinking about that. Anybody with kids under the age of 18, then you got to start thinking about who you want to be their guardian if something should happen to you and to their other parent. But before any of that, everybody that's over the age of 18 needs in place a basic estate plan with a healthcare power of attorney that's embodied in an Advanced Healthcare Directive, a financial power of attorney so somebody can make financial decisions for you if you're not able to, and a basic will saying where you want things to go if something should happen to you. If you have any questions about this or anything else related to estate planning, you can leave that question in the comment section. I'm pretty good about responding, and you can set up a time to meet with me for free by going to ocestateplanlawyer.com. Once again, this is Michael Pevney. I'm an estate planning lawyer. I create estate plans for families in California. Thanks for watching.